negative label that is attached. Do you understand? We may go through all of that. That's traumatic and it's stressful. Okay, so that's why they are more likely to experience depression.
Okay.
Sorry, can I just say something?
Yes, you can, please.
I work with men. I'm a men's mental health advocate, and we've worked with about 6,000 men.
Interesting.
And I've come to realize that the reason why the United Nations are giving us these statistics of the fact that women experience more depression or women experience more trauma is because for men it is mostly underreported. And the reason why it's underreported is because of the silence culture. We stigmatize men. We tell them that, you know, deal with your troubles, deal with your trauma. There's really no place for their pain to find expression. They come out on the internet, they tell them, they tell the world, I've been suffering domestic violence, and the world tells them, you're a man.
Toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity. They tell them that, you know, I was abused as a child. His fellow men would tell him, you were supposed to enjoy it. And there's really nowhere for, I mean, we have so many prisons. You go to the prison yard today, we have more men in prisons. Because we do not have centers for men to get help. There's really nowhere, like, you know, we're currently working on a project to try to get a center for men. There's none in Africa.
Wow.
There's, I mean, you're a mental health advocate. There's absolutely none in Africa. And then we're building prisons every day. So why don't we just build centers for men where men can... I mean, we literally went on the streets of Lagos and we interviewed men. Where do you go to when you're hurt, when you're struggling? Who do you talk to? And most of them were just saying, it's God. I mean, there's nowhere for their pain to find expression, which is why we have a high rate of, you know, violence in the world, because if your anger has no place to find expression, you take it out on the next vulnerable person.
Yeah, I like that argument, and I want to add to it, because sometimes we need to create a balance. Why do men not speak up? That's always what I ask men, because men blame, oh, I can't talk. Women, it's not difficult, it's not easy for you to talk to your fellow woman, but you try to because you're looking for help, right? I was reading a story about ancient Africans that there was this place, I don't know how true it was, but it's just like a parable. And they didn't have water nearby. They always have to go far down the stream to get water. And then one particular NGO came to that neighborhood and fixed borehole so that the women can fetch water very close to homes. It was not used. They preferred to go down the stream. You know why? Because they use that time to talk to themselves, to talk about issues at home, things they don't want their men to hear. Who taught them? So I think that men, and I said this during last year, World Men's Day, when we're talking about Men's Day and Father's Day, and I wrote this on my Facebook. Men should also learn to open up. There's this ego, this I have to be a man thing. Who do we blame? If you don't speak up, who will? Do you understand? Men need to learn to be vulnerable. Okay, it's not easy for a woman to talk to a fellow woman about what she's going through, but she does it anyway because she's looking for freedom. She's looking to be free.
So you're saying men should push themselves.
Yes, men should talk. Because men always talk about women. When it comes to women, they have mouths. They talk. No, really, they are very outspoken when it comes to women issues. But when it comes to their issues, they are silent. There's International Men's Day, but we hardly hear about it. You see men fighting. Why do you have International Women's Day? What about your day? Men should leave women alone and focus on men. So that they'll be able to take care of men and take care of themselves.
I know we're running out of time. But I actually beg to disagree. As a men's mental health advocate, you would agree with me that decades ago, it was not, women could not freely talk about their issues. There was this stigma when a woman comes out to say, I have been abused. But what happened? We began to empower the women. We began to create a safe space for women to talk about their issues. Men do not have that. So you cannot blame men for not speaking up. I think that is a social conditioning that a boy receives even from childhood, that you're supposed to suck it all up. Every time a child tries to cry, you tell the child is a boy, you shouldn't speak up. And then they grew up with that mentality. So I don't think that is fair to say that men choose not to speak up. I didn't say they choose not to speak up. I said men should learn to speak up. Men should learn. We have to give them a solution. People would only speak up if there's a safe space. And to speak up, they don't have to speak up openly. Men should talk to themselves.
You know,
it's a gradual process.
I feel like both
from there.
I feel like both sides are very valid. I mean, that's why when we're having the conversation, we said it starts from the home. As a mother, how you talk to your son, you know, it starts from there, because this small unit is called the family, is what makes up the society. You know, it's how you train up your boy child, right, will grow up, tomorrow he becomes the president of Nigeria, is how you brought him, the mentality that you put in him, and societal values, you know, that it informs his decision-making process.